Hi guys, welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be doing the Conduct a Geological Survey mission, which I think is one of the hardest to do in the game, when you're playing solo that is. So I'm going to select my loadout and I'll go through my loadout as we go through the game, because I'm actually recording this after the fact. And so we'll drop in and then I'll discuss things as we go.
Pod launch initiated.
Okay, so we're landing on extraction, and the loadout I've got is Recoilless Rifle, the Orbital 380, Strafing Run, and the Rocket Sentry, I believe. So I'm just having a look at the map there, seeing what's what. I think I spot Seif, if I remember rightly. Can't remember now. It's been a couple of days since I actually recorded this. Okay, so you have to excuse my voice a bit, guys, I'm afraid, because I'm still suffering from a bit of a sore throat. It's kind of clearing up now, but still lingering. Okay, see it. Yep, there's Seif, as I said. So it's nice to get that early, get it out of the way, and also, you know, gives you access to a few bits you might need later on. So weapons-wise, I've got the Diligence. I think I've got the big iron for my secondary, the Senator, and Dynamite for throwables. So yeah, as I was saying, I find this mission to be the hardest to do solo against the bots. And that's because when you do other missions and you're on the sub-objectives and the main objective, I find that you get, if you're solo, you only get 1 or 2 dropships coming towards you, maybe 3 at the most, when you're on the objectives. But with this mission, and it's the same with the Raise the Flag mission as well, with those 2 missions, you just get more dropships come towards you. Perhaps the Raise the Flag one is a little bit more difficult because you have to stay in the same place and the dropships just keep coming until basically you'll finish the flag raising. So perhaps that is the hardest of the 2. But I find this one incredibly hard as well. I have seen other people do it and they tend to, you know, get not as many ships landing. I don't know whether that's luck of the draw. It's not always the case, obviously, for other people, but it has happened. But when I've been doing this, I've been testing out different loadouts. I found that I was getting at least 4 or 5 dropships every single time. And every single time I would get those ships, they would be dropping dogs as well, like factory striders on me. And that's just when I'm on the main objectives and the sub-objectives, obviously. However, when regular bot drops come down, I've found on this mission that those increase as well. So instead of just getting, as I said, just getting 1 or 2 dropships coming when there's a bot drop, I found that there's like 3 or 4 sometimes. That might be down to where I am on the map at, you know, any given time, or it might be down to this mission type, I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm not sure if I've got Seif done yet, or whether I still need to actually, you know, turn all the handles and whatnot. We've got a drop coming in. So let's count these ships as they come in. 2 ships there, so that's not too bad. That was insane accuracy from that reinforced strider. Okay, so we're definitely not getting this done flawless, obviously. So a couple of dynamites out, take care of those guys, and I think I may have still had it on the old 60-second from the last mission I did. 60-second fuse. So those are just sitting there waiting to go off in 60 seconds or so. And because I'm on controller, it's not actually that easy to switch the old... There you go. It takes a few seconds. It's not quite as easy as... I don't have the quick switch on because I find that to be pretty janky. And also doing it on controller is, you know, kind of a two action thing where you have to move your hand away from the joystick so you can't move and stuff while you're doing it. Pretty annoying. Okay, so there's that dynamite waiting to go off. Okay, I was just waiting for these guys to show their heads. Because I knew there was still some left over. Take him out. So yeah, regular Diligence. Still love it even though the sensor is pretty good. I think the Diligence still is #1 pick for me over the sensor when you're not doing stealth missions, because the Diligence doesn't have that bullet drop, which is pretty noticeable over the further distances. So I took out that turret just in case he was going to obliterate me from a distance without me knowing. It happens way too often, so decided to be a bit cautionary, be a bit precautious, and take him out. Okay, upload data. We'll get this done quickly, hopefully. Okay, just debating whether to kick off now or wait until the escape pod's done. And I decided to wait till the escape pod's done. Really should be checking my map here, but I'm not. I think there's a patrol coming around to that corner there, if memory serves.
Democracy delivered.
Okay, so that's done. So onto this 4-fab outpost. Take him out. Take him out.
Throwing grenade.
60-second dynamite on that one. So my plan is to... Oh, no, it's not a patrol, it's a tank. I knew there was something around that corner. So my plan here is to dynamite that one fabricator and let it blow up in 60 seconds. And then come around to the kind of right side or the front side of the outpost, where you can get 3 clear shots on each fabricator. And also there's a dog in there, so I want to be able to kind of take out his turret before I start taking out the outpost. And it's tanks are us today by the looks of things. Okay, patrol coming in behind me. Okay, so I'm kind of moving around in quite a wide circle because I want to kind of take that out from a distance. Rocket Sentry here to cover patrol that's coming in behind me, and also it's going to have eyes on the outpost as well. So best of both worlds. Well, hopefully. That's the idea anyway. He wasn't quite so accurate as his mate, thank God. Okay, so resupply in. Take care of the last of that patrol. I think I'm low on rockets, which is why I don't want to start going for that outpost just yet. So here we go, the shot on the turret for the dog. Distance.
Returning to destroyer for resupply.
I get resupply, so I know I've got 4 rockets when I'm shooting out these fabs. Oi, someone stepped on a hell bomb. Not sure if that took out the dog or not. Another fab there. And then there should be one left. I'd imagine that dynamite's gone off by now. So there's the dog still alive. So I want to take him out because I don't want him chasing me halfway across the map, which, you know, can happen. And I decided to take him out as well, same reason. And because I know I've got the supply pack behind me, or sorry, not the supply pack, the resupplies behind me. That's the dog done. There's a bot drop coming in. Take out that last fabricator.
Reload required.
And then the rocket sentry should still be there. If not, I've got another one coming down soon. Oh yeah, there it is. So I'll get the 380 on the drop there.
That's called democracy.
Firing orbital barrage. Clear the area.
Take care of him. Cheeky little bastard. Trying to sneak up on me. The resupply, so I've got 4 rockets.
This is Eagle 1. We're back in business.
Obviously thought that was a bad idea going that way. Right into my own 380.
You like the taste of freedom.
Definitely not advisable. Okay, so scouting the map, I need to go back that way. So I am recording this in post after the video. I am going to try and do more videos where I talk at the same time as playing, because I think that's a bit more engaging. But it's not always possible, especially against the bugs, because I really need to lock in against the bugs, because they are a mental faction that, you know, let's be honest, they're broken at the minute if you're in solo play. Especially if you get an alpha commander seed, it's like not impossible, but you have to bring specific loadouts if you want to complete an alpha commander seed mission solo. So you need to bring, for instance, like, well, you don't need to. I'm sure some players can do it, but if you're, you know, not that good like me, then you need to bring something like the Stalwart that's going to shred a lot of the patrols and stuff, and perhaps a supply pack, or at least a guard dog, because the numbers on that faction are just massive. Okay, so for this drop, let's have a look. 1 ship there, 2, I saw a second one coming in, 3rd one coming in. So I'm going to try and snipe this one. 4th one coming in. So I don't actually have access to my 380 because I just used it for the bot drop that was there a moment ago. Probably could have used my strafing runs on that one, to be fair. And, but like, what's that, like 5 or 6 ships now?
Another one bites the dust.
And this is just the sub-objective. This isn't the main primary objective. So I've got my rocket sentry in a good position. Pick up some more supplies. Still got a couple of strafing runs left. So for me, for this mission, it's good to have, you know, 2 sets of red stratagems. Tank. Because while one's on cooldown, you can utilise the other one. Okay, and in my testing, I noticed that I was really struggling to get these missions finished, like, on time, or just, you know, I'd only just do it on time. On the couple of occasions I did do it. So I really wanted to, like, push in here. I hate it when you can't see those guys' eyes because they're shield. Like, again, like that. I mean, you just get that one. But another tank. But yeah, those shield devastators pretty difficult when they're above you to shoot in the eye, in the head. So, not sure if there's much else left around there, so I kind of go around the back, take some cover. One shot for him. 3 to the jaundals for him. I think he might just take 2, but I'm always wary of missing. Okay, confirm the scan area by punching in the code. And then usually what happens is once you've got the first main drop, another one doesn't come down. At least for the sub-objectives, that is. So there shouldn't be another drop yet. Okay, so that should be that one done, and then we move on to the next one. I see the ship fabricator in the distance there, so that's my priority. I don't want to be doing any of the other bits over there, like the fabricator or the other sub-objective. I don't want to be doing those until I get the ship fabricator out of commission. I want him out of commission, as Sensei Chris said. Okay, so I think I put the muscle enhancement on as the booster, which is why I can kind of cruise through the snow. And it also gives me a little bit of cover, although not cover enough to not be tapped by that little bastard. Okay, so my ploy here was to throw the rocket sentry down next to whatever that was. It might have been a LiDAR, or maybe a Seif. I think it might be Seif. Anyway, whatever it was, I put the rocket sentry down so it can start going to town on those guys. And a couple of dynamites in there. So then, hopefully, by the time I've dealt with the ship fabricator, I come back, everything on the Seif is kind of evaporated, and then I come back and it's, you know, easy to do. That's the plan anyway. Just circling round to the old fabricator, the dropship fabricator, or the gunship fabricator. And again, people say that these things are just annoying and not actually, you know, a problem. The amount of times they lock onto me and just blast me with rockets, and like that took out 80% of my life. I've no idea who these people are who are getting so lucky that they don't get targeted by these things. That's pretty annoying for me, to say the least. Okay, get the old hell bomb down. Luckily only one ship so far. And then I want to take out that fabricator because I don't want anything from the outpost. Not the fabricator, sorry. I want to take out the fabricators in that outpost because I don't want anything wandering over or getting aggroed whilst I'm doing the sub-objective. Another great shot from the reinforced rocket strider there, followed by a bot drop. Not ideal. So I'm kind of heading around here, back to that area that I had cleared out before, which turns out to be the Seif. Thank you, Rocket Sentry. I'm going to strafing run down. I mean, not just for him, but hoping that there's others coming around the corner, but turns out it was just for him. Bit of a waste, but never mind, you get 5 of them, so. And then a few dynamites out. Rocket Sentry down. Keep checking the map. So that was only a 2-ship drop, I think. That's not too bad. Didn't want to waste my 380 there. And also I know I've got the sub-objectives coming up very shortly, so I want to keep the 380 for that. And then hopefully I can also take out these fabs without a drop coming in. So it looks like it might just be 2, 1 there and then 1 in between those kind of two, whatever those are called, 2 blocks. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so back to supplies, stock up, and then heading on to the orange tag for the, what do you call it, the sub-objective. No idea what he's doing there. Just casually hanging out, maybe on a smoke break. Or, well, probably don't smoke, do they? It's more likely a vape.
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
Plenty of hell bombs on this planet, which is sometimes a good thing, sometimes a bad thing. Okay, so things are going pretty smoothly so far. I had too many hairy moments.
Liberty returns, locked and loaded.
Again, the tactic here, because I've got the 380 now, is to get set up, bring in the objective equipment,
Objective critical
and then
available.
get into a nice spot for my rocket sentry to set up.
Stratagem no longer
Bring down resupplies as well if I have the resupplies. So like so. Rocket sentry. And then I'm not going to bring resupplies down just yet, because sometimes you bring resupplies down and then you find that there's a whole bunch of bots on it, or bugs or whatever. So I'll save that till I know that I've got a safe place to drop them. So head back out, because I know the dropships are coming in. So 380 time. So I see the first one's coming over to that side a little bit. I'll just drop it in front. Another one there.
Unleashing democracy.
It might just be those 2 ships. That one.
Deploying equipment package.
Ah, no, there's another one there. I think so. There's another one. So that's at least 4, and I think Sam C took one out.
Delivering payload.
So that's pretty helpful, pretty unusual as well. I think that was another ship. I think that's at least 5. I could be wrong. Yeah, that's why I found that the Orbital 380 really is like valuable against, sorry, not against, on this mission.
Administering freedom.
Another tank. Strafing Run to kind of deal with whatever was right around that corner. I'm not sure it actually dealt much damage because half of it hit the wall, but
Here comes the cavalry.
okay. And as I said before, this mission does take quite some time. There's a lot of back and forth on these moments, so just dealing with the enemies quickly is what you want. So that's why I use the strafing runs rather than getting into a bit of a gunfight. My accuracy is not the best, so yeah, any kind of little help is appreciated. The strafing run's really good for that. Five back, so I don't get a rocket in the face. Take him out with the old big iron. Fantastic stuff. Okay, so that should be that one. Yeah, that's done. So go back and pick up some supplies so we're fully stocked with everything. And then we'll head over to the fortress, obviously. And deal with whatever else is there. Oi. him to get some stamina back. I really like the look of these ice planets, these snow planets. I think they're, you know, some of the coolest in the game. These ones are maybe the moon ones. They're pretty cool as well. Just love the colours, the whites and the blues. Reminds me of Hoth, especially when you get a factory strider on it. Okay, so again, trying to not take any fights unless I have to, because I say that, then I decided to just launch into these guys. I'm obviously full of shit. Not sure why I decided to take that fight. Maybe I just thought, oh fuck it. Don't want them calling in a bot drop as I go face the other two, but they almost called in a bot drop. That's the beauty of that. Okay, so 4 sub-objectives so far. Well, not sub-objectives, sorry, secondary objectives. So we've got Seif, the escape pod, Sam's Seif, and one of the gunship fabricators. So I'm actually making like really good time on this at the minute. So there'll be one more thing, one more secondary objective to do, possibly, and then just the main objective and whatever outposts are there. Oh. I'm just deciding what to bring down and what not to bring down. Decide on nothing. Hoping I can snipe these 2 out. Okay, so just the 2 ships on that one. Not too bad. Dynamite out for whatever's coming through. Another dynamite. Another dynamite. Have that. Strafing Run as well. Yeah, as I said, I just want to deal with whatever's behind me and just get moving. Make sure I get the full clear is the idea at least. Okay, so coming up on the fortress, and I've literally just done a how to stealth the fortress video on my channel, guys. So if you're interested in that, it's basically how to stealth all 4 variants of the bot fortresses with just using C4 and stealth. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, check it out. It's a pretty helpful guide, I think. Or I hope. But no C4 today, just Dynamite. So it's actually a similar kind of deal with the C4. Take out the enemies at the top here. There's usually 2 or 3. Take out that turret before he evaporates us. And then I've switched the Dynamite to 60 seconds. So 1, 2. Take out anything that's coming out of that door. Make sure that you focus that door because they come out quite often, as he's doing there. Miss. That one's good. Luckily they didn't call in the drop. Seems to have got 2 for 1 there. Oi! Okay, eliminated. Didn't dive back quick enough. So that's one of my flaws in my gameplay, is that I don't dive back quick enough when the old berserkers come. I kind of keep shooting, hoping that they'll die, and then they don't. So Dynamite down there, that should take out the fab, and then there's one on the back right corner, I believe. So one more for that one. Oi, getting very lucky here. Get the old big iron out. There's something in the way though, I think.
Mag's empty.
Not having a good time of it here, so decided to get out of there.
Here comes the cavalry.
So yeah, that is a good example of how not to stealth the fortress. Okay, so I've got 5 of the 6 done, so that's good. Pretty good time, even though, you know, we jetted up a bit. Bot drop on the way, so I throw a 380 behind me.
Orbital barrage incoming.
Because again, I just want to keep moving.
Mission at 10 minutes remaining.
So I did actually film this mission and complete it successfully, full clear, and it was literally within the last few seconds of the mission. Like Pelican 1 had came down, he was ready to go. I fired a rocket into a fabricator and that was the end. And unfortunately, that video I accidentally deleted, which was crushing at the time, because it took me quite a few efforts to actually complete the mission. But never mind, these things happen. Okay, so that's the fortress done. Okay, so I've got just the main mission left, and then 2. One's definitely an outpost, and the other one might be a detector tower or something like that. Honestly, not sure why bots follow you to the end of the earth these days. It is mental. Okay, anti-air. So it's oi. So yeah, as I said, followed me to the end of the earth. That's why he followed me, because he's gonna get a promotion.
Ready to liberate.
He's gonna get a gold star as well for missing my shots. Okay, help on there. Luckily, hopefully took out whatever was there. I think it was a Hulk. It looks like I took out one of the anti-air emplacements. I'm assuming that's what that smoke was about.
Deploying equipment package.
And then an outpost over there, so pop one into the fab. Rocket sentry down. And I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but if you put the rocket sentry down next to the anti-air emplacement thing, it can actually solo the whole objective, side objective, or whatever you want to call it, because the rockets will lock on to the turrets, the anti-air turrets. So you can just throw it down. I mean, it's not guaranteed, but it has happened quite often for myself. Okay, so I'm trying to get an angle on the anti-air, but I think it's over the other side.
Objective
Wait.
located.
Can't see on this. Ah, there it is, yeah. There we go, anti-air emplacement done. Dive behind this rock while I reload. Get moving, so there should be another 2 or 3, what are they called? Fabricators in this outpost. Get some dynamite out to support the rocket sentry. That's how he says thanks, I guess. Okay, strafing run as well.
Attack underway.
Tagging map.
Okay, so trying to use the old 60 seconds dynamite trick again on this outpost, because the storm's coming in now, so don't actually need to start going and start blasting. Another tank just randomly roaming around. Ah yeah, so this is the outpost that sometimes has a dog in the middle. So I'm actually hoping this strafing run will get both of those, because there's 4 left. The one on the left has got a dynamite on it, and then if that takes out 2 and 3, yeah, then the dynamite will finish the fourth one, and we will be gold.
Eagle 1 with
So rocket sentry behind me just to cover me from anything that's chasing after me. And then I'm going to head back to my supplies and head over to the primary objective. So in my mind, this has gone pretty quickly, but I mean, there was no real major setbacks. But as you can see, there's like only about 5 minutes left on the clock. So stim.
outpost destroyed.
There you go. There's the heavy outpost done.
I repeat, 5 minutes remaining. Main objective near your
Okay, so perhaps there was only 4 side objectives to do on this mission. Sometimes there is these days. Sometimes there's 4, sometimes there's 5.
stratagem available.
It is rather annoying because it doesn't actually tell you which one is which.
Throwing grenade.
So get down the
Objective critical stratagem no
drill
longer
equipment.
available.
I think I've still got my dynamite on to 60 seconds. So I'm furious at that, obviously. That would have done me a solid there. Now I have to be mindful not to, not to go over that way in 50 seconds or so. Okay, so I don't believe there's a drop on this first section. Kind of run away because I forgot that. And I was like, oh, hang on a minute. Or do I get set up? I can't remember now. Oh, no. Yeah, I run away because I'm like, run away. But then I realised that there's no drop on that one. You have to do the next two parts of the codes or whatever. Okay, so when you punch that one up, the fourth one, that's when you get a drop. Okay, it's probably done me a favour because now I've got my rocket sentry back. So luckily missed that rocket, otherwise that would have ragdolled me.
Sentry.
And then bring in my 380 in the middle, kind of. So 1, 2.
Barrage, clear the area.
So it landed on top of me for some reason. Surely it should land on the objective and not on me. That was the first time I've actually had that happen to me, not sure why. But anyway. Those is the brakes, I guess. Check the map. There's still ships coming in there. There's another tank.
Unleashing democracy.
Take cover while I reload the recoilless. Always a good idea against the bots. Looks like it's pretty clear now, so we head back in. But yeah, that is the power of the 380. Is even if you've got like 5, 6, maybe 5 or 6 ships coming in, then it does clear a lot out for you. So I'm not sure what that was coming in there. But bot drop detected. So I come back this way because again I've got, what was it, a few minutes left on the clock. So we'll really want to be getting this done as soon as possible. Seaf out. So that's that 3 or 4 ships done. Sorry, done down. 3 or 4 ships coming in. Another strafing run.
Delivering payload.
Another ship. I've lost count on this one. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments. A Hulk, one of those. Then there's a tank that's driving up the wall, literally. Rocket sentry a bit further back.
Deploying sentry.
I don't want it too close to the objective. So, still some bots in there. And a tank. Barrage tank, which they don't have to fire up into the air. They can just destroy you from like in front.
Unleashing democracy.
Like what's the word?
We'll never destroy our way of
Perpendicular
life.
to the floor, I guess. You can just fire forwards.
Eagle 1 returning to destroyer for resupply.
Okay, so this final one, you can kind of just wait there. I think I pop back up here to get supplies. It says bot drop detected, which obviously it is. But by the time this collecting sample is done and the drop comes in, you can be gone. So let's have a look. I'll take care of those guys in front of me. The drop is coming in now. And as you can see, boom, 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 upload sample. Let's get the fuck out of Dodge. So no time left, but mission done. Really happy with that one. You do get that final drop that will obviously chase you down. But too late. I've done it. Take some cover because I don't want to be not loaded with the old recoilless. So yeah, pretty tough mission. As I said, I personally think it's one of the harder ones. I haven't soloed the flag one yet, so I might do that soon and compare notes. So look out for that video. And what do you guys think? Do you solo this mission? What do you take? You know, what do you take when you do solo it, or what do you take with the team? What are your favorite loadouts for the geological survey mission, guys? Let me know.
Eagle back in the fight.
Okay, so I was just wondering if that's a patrol, but it looks like a point of interest. I decided to leave that alone. And one of the problems I have is when I'm on extraction and I know I should just hide because the time has run out and I've got no reinforcements left, then I tend to ignore my own advice and just start fighting, which is what I do here. Just can't resist shooting shit, I guess. Again, like those guys, oblivious to my location, and yet there I go. Oh, and there I do go, right in the air. That was some shot from that. I think it was a Marauder. If it was a Rocket Strider, I'd have been dead. So pretty much going to be a Marauder. Their rockets aren't quite as powerful. So yeah, I'm just kind of, you know, I've finished the mission. I'm probably pretty happy, enjoying myself. There's not really any consequences at this point now. Just having a bit of a fight. But Mr. Hulk has other plans. So I think I've got 4 seconds left for the old Pelican 1 to land, and then a few extra seconds while he comes down, I guess. And then he absolutely obliterates me, so it's in time, which is not ideal. I should have just kept running all the way around, to be honest. Because now I'm out of stims. And with that many bots about, that's what happens. And then Pelican 1, I don't know what Pelican 1's doing. He's had enough. Okay, so that's the mission, guys. So as you can see, all clear, no extraction, which I'm not fussed about. Still get the 5 stars. Pretty good loadout, I think. Please let me know if you think I can make any improvements, or what, you know, what I need, what I didn't need, what I could replace with what, you know, alternatives. That'd be cool. And thanks for watching it. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Cheers.